What did you do? You'll have people disappearing. It will look more expensive, but the price will not change. Congratulations! Hi friends! Hello everyone! We'd like to show our new projects we've just completed.
The floor space is 100 square meters.
And this apartment is for the young family, with absolute minimalism and natural materials we used for decoration. So let's go!
Guys, this was a 3-room apartment with a corridor-type layout. This is a Stalin-era building. In the left part of the apartment, we had a kitchen and bathrooms. In the center, we had, as it turns out, 3 rooms. And there was such a long corridor. How did we change it?
Well, first of all, we've opened the public area. We made it lighter, more spacious, with the feeling of this family interaction.
In fact, our customers are such an active family, and they love to communicate with one another, but at the same time, they wanted each of them to have their own space, too. So we see that all the rooms are working directly. We have a common living room. It works with a children's room. You can open the doors, and then it will be like one large room. We walk on, and there is a bedroom. It works with the party room. That is, you can be together anywhere. But if you want some privacy, just shut the door.
You'll get some privacy. You will.
There's a large island, and it can host quite a lot of people. By the bay window, you can heap up pillows onto the floor and just sit there with a whole big party.
And the most interesting thing, that is, you can cook, but in the living area there, your husband and your child can play or do whatever they like. And all the people are like, together.
In fact, there were 2 sofas here according to the project. But our customers did not like the idea, because they did not want to clutter up the space. So we put such light portable puffs here instead. Frameless furniture is very light. You can change its place anytime. It does not take any space. It does not clutter up in any way.
The best thing is that these 2 poofs can be joined together with a zipper and they will become a sofa.
Have you seen this?
Disconnect like this. Get out! Our countertop is engineered stone. It's almost natural stone.
In fact, I'd like to draw your attention to the way the ornament flows here. It goes from the top to the side walls. This is really superb. And you have to ask the manufacturer to do this way if you want to have that effect.
So it looks like a solid rock. So big as if they made a hole for these boxes. And it's really cool as it looks like a part of nature. Well, let's check the functionality of the kitchen. We mainly have swing doors here. Below we have drawers. We don't have any push-button doors. A built-in kitchen hood is inside. Here are drawers, and we have a dish dryer here, a dishwasher, a fridge. Here's a vanity panel. It hides the ventilation.
Please notice that even on the vanity panel, we've made an imitation of the base. Also on the top, all these are also vanity panels because the customer said that they would definitely not put anything up there, and they did not need cabinets there. They said, brick all this up, we won't get there. The most important thing in any furniture is the small nuances that make up the whole picture. These are 3 separate lockers, but we made a special panel under them so as not to see these divisions, so that it would seem solid.
Further on this side, we have only drawers. We can easily separate them, and in general, it's convenient to use them.
It's very cozy to be sitting here at the bar counter, watch someone talking and cooking something.
The backsplash is in line with this monolithic story of the stone. We took the so-called slab. These are not separate tiles, but a solid piece, so that everything would also look solid.
Large-scale porcelain stoneware, huh?
Right.
Who made it?
Arch skin.
The lighting is in the profile lamp. It's neatly built in. The main thing, friends, is not to use any pipes here. And don't use detachable lamps. Try to hide them as much as possible. Embed them. It would look like it does in expensive, high-quality kitchens. If you do not have enough money for a super expensive kitchen, then with the help of our domestic manufacturers, you can pretend you do and arrange it the way it is in expensive kitchens. I'd like to comment on the light. First, we made these wooden beams.
This is veneered MDF, and of course, if we make such a massive structure, especially on the ceiling, it must be fixed very well.
The lamps that give beams of light fit perfectly there. The light plays so beautifully on the fronts of the kitchen, and the kitchen seems to be super minimalistic. Everything is basically like a white sheet. But due to this light, this focus appears, and this kitchen becomes even more attractive. And here we have another kind of light, these halos aimed at the island. See how cool the marble pattern looks, how it sparkles in direct light and in diffused light. Opposite us, by the bay window, there is a podium that is all covered with parquet boards. We have parquet boards on the floor, parquet boards on the walls, parquet boards on the ceiling. Everywhere there is nothing but parquet boards. It's not just some ready parquet color. We've worked on it individually, since the main color in this interior is the color of the wood. Therefore, we've worked hard on it. We took some parquet board, chose the ornament, the dies and shades that will be there on this parquet board, and we even chose the number of knots. We've worked so hard on it. You could say this is parquet board by Geometrium. So guys, in case you're interested in parquet boards, like our channel, and we can make this kind of ornament in bulk. Let the parquet board out. It's cool that the whole company can sit on the podium. Someone can sit on the floor, someone can sit on these poofs. Still others will sit on the windowsill. That is, here you can really get together with a big company. And the most interesting thing is that right here there are two sockets. That is, you can connect without a charger, without a plug directly to your phone and sit with your iPad or with your phone, charge it and be right here on this podium. Direct your attention here. We have done everything in the color of the wood as well. We selected these bolts to match the parquet so that the radiator screen would not be different from the parquet board, so that everything is in color. Well, the radiators themselves are hidden behind this screen. They are also pretty. You can still see them through the slits. So, the jams. One of our favorite solutions for the jams is slate.
Here we have a very interesting lamp. It is very large, and in fact, when we were making it, we even traced this diameter on the ceiling and looked if it is enough or do we need a larger one, and wouldn't it be too big because after all, the bay window area is not so huge, but still.
Right.
And we were afraid that maybe this lamp would shift the focus and be too bulky.
And the most interesting thing is that we have such a large flying saucer here. That goes well with the circles that we have above the bar counter. Here are circles, there are circles. And the most fascinating thing is that across in the children's room, we also have circles.
Getting into the children's room, we also see these round elements. And in general, in order to enhance our minimalistic, rectangular, rather rough interior, as it might seem, we add these round shapes. And here we have circles with some backlight in order to focus on them, as though they were floating, kind of. They look very light and beautiful. Here we also have a round chandelier. A bright accent blue is our sofa. The sofa is Bow Concept. This is the Danish furniture we often use in our projects. Speaking of the functionality of this room, all the storage units are hidden. They are out of sight. We used two walls. One is opposite the window. This is the sleeping area that is also intended for storing things and for playing. Here we have a niche in which the child sleeps. There are storage boxes below. The bed linen can go there. The skateboard. Anything could be hidden away here. There are lockers here too. It's deep enough you can put board games there, or boxes you'd be using seldom. And it turns out this whole zone is quite multifunctional. Units for storing things and a bedroom. And you can climb up there. Here is the play area. The child can play behind the slats here and have fun.
It is dangerous. Kids can lean on these slats, they can go out or bend, so it's all solid wood.
The main concern in the children's room is safety. On the other side, we have a storage system for all the textbooks and everything. There are open shelves for books or some decor here. So there's a kind of niche. The work surface. The desk is placed here.
The table is actually not so simple either. It can rise, it is electrically driven, it can be raised and lowered depending on the height of the child.
The most important thing, again, is that we've created an interior where you can move from space to space and make it either united or isolated. The children's room is such a private area for the child, and he can always shut the door. But since the tradition of the family is permanent communication, interaction, these gatherings, we made such a long, large opening in which the entire living room can be seen. That is, we basically combine these premises together, making them not separate, but a whole.
Guys, when you get into this apartment, there is a large mirror in front of you. Now, these feng shui lovers will say, "How can you place a mirror opposite the door? What have you done? You will have people disappearing. They will disappear and get lost in this mirror."
Oh, I think you're wrong here, Alex.
Oh, don't start this. Oh.
The energy of chi. It comes in and goes out.
Waiter, some holy water, please. Actually, from the functional point of view, when you enter or leave the apartment, well, it's convenient. You look at yourself, you smarten up, you comb your hair beautifully, and then you take your bag and leave.
We can do without the energy of chi.
Without chi, the fact is, this is a Stalin-era building.
So it still has some energy of Stalin.
Just a little bit.
Please pay attention. This storage system looks so gorgeous as reflected in the mirror.
Yes.
And besides this, zoning is very cool here due to the color. So you go in and then everything out there disappears, because this is all in black. The gray floor shimmers. You walk out and it's so dark here. The light is very soft and cozy. It seems it's very simple. Right, but you can sit here, take off your shoes, put your keys there. The interior might seem empty, but actually this small space is very functional, like for our ideas. Also, look here. We have a hidden system here. This is a gym, to be pressed.
You see the hatch? All the meters are here.
Come on, see the corridor. The corridor is lighted beautifully. The soft light is typical of a modern interior. These directed beams and this grey door is also marked. It's a bathroom. It's highlighted with a dark grey graphite paint. And in fact, the door colour is also graphite. Why so? In order to make this corridor seem shorter, make it seem not as narrow and long. This kind of highlighting helps us make the interior seem more precise. It's as if we're bringing this door closer to us. As to this part, we have built-in wardrobes here, floor to ceiling, but the top cabinets, like in the kitchen, are not used.
Alexandra, let's go to the bedroom.
But before we go to the bedroom, we're passing the party room.
The customers wanted to have a special area where they would hang out before going to bed. Guys, here we have a red sofa by Beau Concept. The sofa color goes well with this gray wall. Why so? Gray is the background color, and the sofa color is such a red, rich color, and the contrast looks great. Also, it's very delicate. Look here, it has such thin legs, and it seems to be floating in the air, rising up.
In general, we had such, as the customers themselves put it, a mushroom concept. The colors are like those of mushrooms. I mean, grayish, greenish. Now this red reminds of a toadstool.
It looks more like ashberry. We have some ashberries here.
It took us a while to pick the sofas. It is very difficult to find such a minimalistic sofa. In general, the guys love straight minimalism. They do not want some extra pieces hanging anywhere. What they say is if I have something somewhere, I must use it.
Okay, here we have, as it turns out, the area for dressing. That is, there are wardrobes here and wardrobes there. It's convenient to get ready here. In it, we get dressed and we go off to work.
Another merit of these wardrobes is our favorite integrated handles. We can't do without them already, or so it seems. We selected black ones here to add some geometry.
By the way, another advantage of such handles is that both an adult and a child can open the wardrobe. That is, these handles can even be put on wardrobes that children will open in the children's room. Guys, please note that we have a wardrobe. It is without a plinth. That is, there is no strip here. More precisely, there is a base, but it's inside. What is the advantage of this decision? The wardrobe looks more expensive because the doors start up from the floor, and the volume itself, it looks monolithic. So guys, take notes. Ask your furniture makers to make doors right down to the floor so that the plinth is not visible. It will look more expensive, but the price will not change. By the way, it's very cool to sit on the floor on the podiums, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, both in that zone and in this.
It is so comfortable to be sitting here. Someone is sitting on the sofa, someone is sitting down here.
Very comfortable. And someone is sleeping.
You can be sitting here next to the balcony too. The guys don't like high spots. They are afraid of heights. They told us they are not going to use the balcony.
Right.
Therefore, we did not decorate it.
No.
Simply, we put it.
So we made a window that does not open. Just kidding. It does, guys.
All these panels were made by our favorite Axis. You see, those panels are enameled and these panels are veneered.
This is ornamental lighting. It will look very cool in the evening. Such dim lighting. I really like to turn off all the lights in the evening, turn on only one backlight, and before going to bed, it turns on such a dreamy atmosphere. That is, you go to sleep gradually.
But what's peculiar here, besides this light, there are no more lamps. And this was the wish of the customers. They say, this is our bedroom, we have a party room with normal light over there, and if we want to sit somewhere, then we go sit there.
You only need the bedroom for sleeping. Well, not only for sleeping, but you don't need a light for that. Guys, you are also constantly asking us how to hide the radiator. One thing is when a radiator is beautiful by itself. Here is another story when we have a beautiful radiator and there is a screen made of such slats. I will also have such a screen in my apartment to hide the radiator. MDF enamel. This was made by the same furniture makers who were making wardrobes for us. It's very convenient.
As for the toilet, expensive, good, normal toilets have such a coating. It will not get dirty quickly and will not get too dirty too soon. The toilet here is normal.
Look guys, when you have the toilet and when you put the installation, be careful. It often happens so that they use stupid cheap buttons. And here you see a nice white button, in harmony with the toilet itself. Secondly, we have a heated towel rail in the same white color. We painted it white, so this heated towel rail can be painted any color. If you want red, it will be red. If you want black, it will be black. We had to have it white, and here it's white. Our bathroom has a shower and a bath separately. We have this mixer made by Hansgrohe, with such a large shower head. That is, it will be a rain shower. And what's interesting is that this mixer has a thermostat, and it has an option of protection from children. What's the idea? If a child turns it on, water pours out and he will not get burned, because a certain temperature is displayed on the thermostat. That is, everything will be fine. Everything is safe. Please pay your attention here. We have a shelf here. It's made of artificial stone. And when you enter the bathroom, you do not see this whole mess. A large number of shampoos and all, because it's hidden in this very wall which is not visible.
The shelf can only be seen from the shower unit. For example, if you look from here, nothing.
Yes, yes, yes.
I really like the backlight here. This is the backlight from above. It always looks very cool on relief tiles. I think we use these porcelanos tiles in every project. Our customers are constantly asking for them. Look at the light. It looks so cool. The mirror is framed with such an interesting line. And here the illumination is behind the mirror. Below there is a shelf. The mirror is a step forward here, and inside this shelf, over there is a profile lamp with a diffuser. The mirror seems to be floating in the air.
And you know guys, you wake up in the morning and you don't want any bright light. This is the perfect solution, because you cannot see the light source and it doesn't blind you.
Here we have a locker, a storage system. Here we have an open niche to put toilet paper in or some decor.
Here we have some lockers too.
That is, we sewed up the installation not with tiles, but just a panel. The panel looks exactly the same as the front of these cabinets.
And the most convenient thing is that if suddenly, God forbid, gets broken behind the toilet, if it leaks or whatever, this panel can be easily removed and access for the plumber is provided.
There is a washing machine in this area. We have a storage cabinet next to it. We have a whole system down there.
You see, if you pay attention, it's wheeled. That is, we can take it out like this, put it all forward.
And there we have access to the hatch.
We have a pump there, over there.
From there, from the kitchen, a pump runs across the floor. Water, incline. And in general, we have access to this pump right here.
And you can't hear it when it's working. It's only audible in this particular room. Tell us, Pavel, tell our subscribers what strange device this is.
This is an open niche. A niche open for a reason. For us to be able to use this wonderful thing here.
Guys, this is just a unique device. This is the first beautiful dryer that you can easily take out and hide.
What do we have here?
The sink is Villeroy and Bosch. The bathtub is Duravit. This is a Wader mixer.
That seems to be all. Our show has come to an end. Let's summarize it.
Guys, well, we're done for today. Hope you liked the interior.
Like it, leave your questions in the comments and say what you liked and what you didn't like.
Many thanks to our customers who allowed us to create such a cool interior and also allowed us to do this shoot for you.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.